Alrighty guys, welcome back to a new video. I just want to make a video to end the week, as in stock market ending and all that good stuff. Most traders are already home. It's right now, let me see, 4 o'clock in the afternoon where I am is in Mexico, so it's the same as the States. So the stock markets, everything are kind of over and done. And it's time to make up the balance, and I thought I would just wait until everything is closed and over before I start making a video, so that you can go ahead and enjoy your weekend after, of course, seeing this video, and you can know where we are. Well, as you can see, a lot of red on my screen, and that's also the story of the week. Everything, of course, has to do with Ukraine and Russia. There are a lot of tensions. We have a few days where stock markets are a little bit green, turning into red, or just a little bit green, and the next day turning into red. 4 weeks in a row now where the S&P 500 closed lower. So yeah, although today is about 0.8 to 1%, a little bit, Nasdaq a little bit high, 1.6. That's actually not what the carnage is. The carnage today is in the European markets, as you can see, 4 to 5% down. Asia was a little bit mixed, but also approximately 2%. Last night when I was having dinner, then I got the news that there was an attack on a nuclear plant in Ukraine, and I also hold uranium stock, so I thought, that's the end for the bull case for uranium that I once made. That's you can find on the finance channel, link is in the description. But thank God, although the war's horrible, no nuclear disaster, and the fire was not at the nuclear plant but at a training facility next door, so everything is kind of okay again. Yes, uranium stocks are going down today, but let's hope it is short-lived. So yeah, this is kind of the story then of the day and of the week. Everything just going down, down, down. This reminds me a little bit, and I heard that today for the first time, 4 to 5% of the European markets. It reminds us of the slow grind in 2008 during the credit crisis, where in Corona really had 7, 8, 9% and circuit triggers going off, so then the trading stops. Now we have like 1 or 2% a day, and of course then the question is, where does it end? Well, for the credit crisis it went on for like a year or so, and it was a tremendous carnage, and this feels a little bit like this, at least this week. Maybe next week we're going up, you never know, but this feels a little bit like this week. Fear and greed index on crypto, because of course that's why we're going to look at cryptocurrencies and at the prices, because also crypto has been dumping, and we had a bit of a bounce off that was also coinciding with the big bounce that we saw in BTC and other crypto. But we're kind of going down now, and you also see then that the fear and greed index is also going down a little bit. It's kind of moving with the price. So this is on a 3-month scale. Don't use this as a trading tool, not at all, but sometimes it's nice to see what is the overall or the general fear and greed in the market, the sentiment in the market. Quickly go to the crypto bubbles. This is on a monthly. You see pretty much everything is red. There are a few exotic names that are popping up. Sometimes they're coming then with updates or something. That's also with VeChain, but actually overall it's just red. Okay, let's quickly head over to the charts. Of course, we are going to do BTC and Ethereum. Here I zoomed in on the weekly for BTC USD. What I want to show you, and I hope that this is visible, is that we pumped up all the way till here, and then we went down again, and that dump later on I will zoom in. You can see here, you can see we were testing the top. It's because I'm zoomed in right now that it's so but anyways, because the top was fighting with the ribbon. That's what I want to show you. That is right there. Was fighting with the ribbon, and now we're going lower, so we kind of tested it ish, and now we are going lower. All right, I'm going to zoom out and show and take away the ribbons, because everything is bearish except for the weekly. There was a test. Well, actually the weekly is also bearish, but we didn't break above it. So this is where we talked about earlier, right? There was this W pattern, and then are we breaking out or not? I have to say, on this chart, I use multiple charts, but on this chart I see that this, no, actually this is correct. I'm sorry, I won't say that this line is not correct, but this is correct. And we talked about earlier this week, are we going to retest this and then going higher? Or are we going even lower levels? And then of course I'm looking at 61.8 and all the good stuff. Well, we broke it. I said it's also not major. It's not that this white resistance line was like the line that everyone is looking at. Absolutely not. If we would break it, that would be not the end of the world. If we would retest and go higher, then the target was of course 53,000. That didn't happen. So we are looking at lower levels. That's then the 61.8. I'm going to zoom in on the 4 hourly so that's a little bit more clear. As you can see on the RSI, we went from overbought all the way now down. We are not oversold yet, but we are slowly reaching that territory. As you can see here also on the MACD, very bearish. Does that mean that the bottom is in? No, not yet. You want to see some bottoming signals. You want to see some confirmation before you are going to long. So right now we have not seen that yet. This fib level, we said already a few times, yeah, it depends a little bit on how you draw it or what your measurement is. You could say, well, we're looking at this from this local low here to a higher, but you can also say, you know what, we're taking it all the way here, then the wicks we are connecting, and then we could say, hey, well, we passed the 0.5, the 61.8 is here, and we have this support box coming in. So actually this is then our major level, and that is then between the 40k and let's say the 38, a little bit higher, 38,800 or something. That could be if you say, well, Ray, actually I don't like connecting these wicks. I'm always looking at the bodies when I'm pulling a fib, where you can. Then you have like this, and of course everything is a little bit more tighter. Then you see that the 0.5, that is around 39,700, and the 61.8, which is at 38,600, that is then kind of the major level, and we are in that level right now. And of course also the current price is then matching with this box right here that we already drew a long time ago, which is now support and resistance. And if we would now break out here, perfect, that will be actually so nice, because then we are testing this support box, and it just shows again that here was resistance, we went over, now we tested the support, and then we're going higher. That actually would be very nice. I did some short trading earlier today. I also already took profits because I don't want to have the position open for this weekend for sudden dumps. Let me see if I can pull that up. Oh, actually now we're on the hourly. Let me also show you this real quick. On the hourly we're oversold. The MACD, you see right away, we also talked about this earlier in previous videos already. Sometimes this MACD in smaller time frames is not such a good leading indicator, because we're trending bearish, so the blue line is underneath, then we're retesting it here, right here where my mouse is, and then we're going oh no, it didn't work out. Oh, we're going up, so this was the reversal. No, and then we're going down again. So that's why I never really like these bit smaller time frames. 4 hour, daily, weekly on the MACD, that works pretty good. Let me see if I can show you my trading setup. So yesterday I had some short trades here, then we jumped out, and then I got stopped out in a very small profit. So I was looking at this wedge at the time. I just want to take you guys on the journey of what I did with the trading. Maybe it's helpful. So once we broke out, all right, that's it. Let's see how far we go. And then yeah, I checked this and it's like, okay, I'm going home. It's the end of the day. Believe it or not, and then this happened when I was home and when I wanted to have dinner. I thought, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. So yeah, this was kind of where I was waiting for the entire time. But okay. This, thank God, happened during the night, which is great because of my time zone, I missed already so many trades, and this was exactly flat, so it was perfect. And then I catch this move about, where was that? I think this was the one, like this. So it was perfect on leverage, and also the same goes for Ethereum, which I will show you later. And I took the profits around here when we really start getting to that 40k level, a little bit lower, because I saw that there was a lot of orders here around the 40k, 39k, 30k, yeah, 39,500. So this is still a level where there are a lot of orders. So just be very careful. Let me see if I can show you a little bit more on a high time frame. I know this is becoming a bit of a long video, but we're really I want to get into a bit more the macro stuff because it now looks bearish, and we just really want to make for ourselves a clear case about where we are and what we can expect. All right, you know what? Let's then take the 4-hourly and pull out the volume and look at that. The volume, so these are the volume nodes, right? Where's the most traded volume, and the red line is the one where there's the most volume. This is very, very close to our 61.8 that we just draw. So that is around that 38,300, 38,400. And in this gray level, we're saying, well, then everything is a little bit overbought, and here everything is a little bit oversold, and within, so the more the brighter colors, then we said that's a fair value. That is the fair price for that asset, in this case Bitcoin, on this time scale. So that is how you need to interpret this. All right, what am I looking at right now, or what am I looking for reversals? Well, maybe a bounce off from the current level, the 61.8, and maybe retest and then going higher. That would be nice. If we are going lower, then what I'm looking out for is, are we going to break this level right here? This was a local high around 37,500. Then the next one will be 30, let's say 35,000. If we start breaking this, we're making a lower low. If we start making this, we're making a lower low, and then we're getting a very bearish scenario coming in, and that is something that we don't want, because if we're zooming out again on a bigger time frame, then constantly we're seeing that we're making a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, etc., 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 until here we're making a higher high, higher low, and this one was a little bit a lower high officially. So now we don't want to see this going down and also making a lower low, because then this was just a very, very big bear trap, and then we're going lower. If you put a gun against my head, I mean, everything can happen, of course. Nuclear wars and all that kind of good stuff. Then I think we'll have a big dump down. But I kind of hoping, aiming for a bounce off, and then we are going higher. That would be great, because there's also a huge bull case to be made for crypto, that a lot of Russian people will flee into Bitcoin because the ruble is going down the drain. Let's see how it works out. I'm staying very cautious. I'm taking my trades, taking my profits, and just stay very careful. All right, let's quickly head over to ETH. That looks a little bit different. Because we did not cross that diagonal line. We grind against it, then got rejected. And also, as you can see, when we're zooming out here, of course, we have the W pattern, just like we have for ETH, the W pattern, but the drop now is almost in line with this. And this is kind of then the same, but we still have some room to go. So BTC is a little bit stronger, or a little bit less volatile, as you can say, than ETH. We kind of already knew that, but so that is kind of a thing that I didn't want to not mention. So yeah, we actually also don't want to see this then going much lower and really trending lower and then lower and lower. That will be very ugly. If we would maybe go lower, then go higher, or retest it, that would be absolutely fine. You could say for ETH, we are actually making a little bit of a triangle kind of thing. Would be completely fine if you ask me, because then we're doing maybe a little bit like this and then out. That would be great. Of course, we can also break down, but that is a case to be made for BTC. It is there, but not so strong. Well, actually, yeah, you could say that there's also a little bit like a triangle like this. If that happens, then of course the case of the W pattern breaking out is then off the table, because then we're really looking at different values and also different way to approach this. So that is important right now. Alrighty, a lot of blood in the streets. I know it's pretty bad. If you're accumulating, this could be a great moment to do so. Can we go lower? Absolutely. Is it the bottom? I cannot promise you anything. But on the bigger time frames, it looks like that we are due for maybe a longer period of sideways or higher action, because this grind has just been going lower, 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 and usually with really bear markets, so as in the end of the stock market for the next year or 2 years, as we've seen with the credit crisis, then we see also bigger drops, and especially because crypto is so much more volatile, you see bigger drops. Actually, you know what, since we're already making a long video, why not? Let's take the daily, and then, oh, excuse me. Let me see, where did we got 20k? Was it in? This is the FTX chart, so we don't have 2018 on here. Let me quickly see if I can find that. What shall we do? What shall we do? What shall we do? This is also something that I'm using. It's all charts that I'm using for something else. Maybe this one? I don't know. All right, so this is 2019. Come on, man. BTC USD. What was what existed already a handful of years ago? Coinbase then. All right, this stuff's not working. In the meantime, smash up the like button. Thank you guys so much. I want to be a slave to the algorithm, so you guys gotta smash out that like button for me, so that I can gain more likes and followers and shares and comments and all that kind of good stuff. This time maybe. All right. Please, if this doesn't work, then we'll look at 2017 another time. I think the answer is no. All right, guys, we're gonna look at the crash of 2017 another time. Anyways, usually it looks different. That's actually the point I want to make. I think that will be it for today. Maybe in this weekend I will upload a video about price action, because usually, or for a lot of times, we hear people saying, yeah, the price action is strong all week, and what can we expect from a price action, or how to trade it. Well, that is something we are going to talk about, look into. All right, guys, that was it for today. If you had a bad trading week, do me and yourself a favor, step away from the charts, turn off your laptop, don't look at your phone, spend some time with your friends and family, enjoy, get wasted, whatever, be careful, and I'll see you guys on Monday again. Come back fresh, excited, and with a clear mind, and then let's kick some ass. Thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.